As you know, there are some letters that don't exist in the English language. How are we going to write the words to help you pronounce it? So the first thing is, if you see A or E in the middle or the end of the word, they will make the sound For example, the word for mouth is bo. I will write it B-O uppercase A. The uppercase A, you will sound it as if it's in the beginning of the word. Then it will be pronounced bo. The next letter is a letter called Ain. 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 The letter Ain in Arabic looks similar to the E, uppercase E. But we're not going to be using the uppercase E because we already used it. So what we're going to use is a 3, which is a backward Ain. So when you see 3, you will pronounce ah. Actually, a lot of people will usually replace that letter with an A, just like the name Yeshua. Yeshua, at the end, there is an A. Actually, it's not an A. It's a Ain. It's Yeshua. So they replace it with an A. To help you pronounce it right, I am not going to write an A. What I'm going to write is 3. You can pronounce it A if you want, like my last name, Assad. Technically, my name is Asad. It has that letter right there. So you can replace it with an A, or in this course, I'm going to replace it with a 3 to help you pronounce it right, to know the difference between an A and an Ain. But if you have a hard time pronouncing the A sound, you can simply use an A sound. To give you an example that contains the uppercase A and the letter Ain is the word for spoon. Spoon is ma'la'a. Ma'la'a. So we have the A and we have the A. So I will spell it M-A-3, which is ma, and then L-A, la, and then A-H, ma'la'a. So this is just an example so we know how to read the words together. The next letter is ha. Ha. You probably, if you haven't practiced before, you're going to say ha, ha. So the closest letter is the H. So if you see an uppercase H, you will pronounce it ha. The next combination of letter is KH. KH will be pronounced ha, ha. When you see KH, ha. Now, there are words in Arabic that has K and H, but they're not pronounced ha. I will put a dash between the K and the H to let you know that don't pronounce that as ha. Pronounce it as KH. The next combination is a GH. GH will be pronounced gha, 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 gha. The Egyptians do not pronounce the J sound. They usually use the G sound. So if you see a word that has G-E, pronounce it G. So you're going to see a lot of words that has G-E or G-I, but they will not be pronounced with the J sound, but they will be pronounced with the G sound. I'll give you an example. The pyramids are located in a city called Giza. The rest, if it's a G-I, so technically you would read it Giza, but it's not. It's Giza. So a G-E, just forget that rule, okay, for when you read phonetic Arabic. Now, if there is a word that has a J, because there are a few ones that the Egyptians pronounce the J, I will make it J, so you can pronounce it J. So if you see a G, regardless what the letter that comes after it, you will pronounce the G sound, not the J sound. Okay, let's review one more time. A-E in the middle of the word will sound A or E. If there is a 3, it will be pronounced ah, ah. If there is an uppercase H, especially in the middle, will be pronounced ha. If there's KH, will be pronounced ha, ha. GH will be pronounced gha, gha. G will be pronounced ga, regardless what vowel comes after the G. To get the most out of this course, what you'll need to do is to listen to these courses as many times as needed. I would say 2 to 3 days, taking one course, each course about 1 to 5 minutes. Take your time, listen to them, practice the words as many times as you can, or as you want, or as needed, and then before you go on to the next lesson. All right, I hope you enjoy this course. See you in the next lesson.